Hi, I'm back. I'm going to do a short video on black masculinity because so many people hate and recoil at the idea of hearing about black masculinity and black male privilege. Yesterday, a bunch of people were upset because a certain Twitter user, I believe their ad is the sunflowers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but a black woman who is very popular for talking about womanism, beauty standards that black women often are subjected to because of their innate phenotype. She got a lot of criticisms from black men because she said black men are the white people of the black community. And a lot of people said that they wanted to kill her. And this is something that I've also talked about for years, since 2013. I ran my blog, The Melancholy Black Woman, from 2013 to 2018. It's still up and running, but I haven't been on it as frequently. I've had my ups and downs with that blog, but I do appreciate the followers that I have on that blog. And I have more so moved over to my Twitter account, which is Mariah_Kara. So if you want to follow that, please follow. But topics like black masculinity and black male privilege and the patriarchy in general has been something that has been dear to me since I even discovered what womanism was. And what really made me mad was that so many black men kept denying it and acting so hurt that black women would even suggest that they are oppressors. Like, oh, you like, here's what frustrates me. How are you going to act like you the cool kids of the community? You want to act like you the boss, because y'all really try to act like you the white people of the white community, of the black community, because guess what? A lot of y'all want to have the same power as white people, light-skinned people, biracial people, black men, anyone that is in close proximity to white manhood. They feel as if they have more power over other people in the black community. So then when people point it out to you, you're upset. Y'all want to be on the hierarchy. Y'all want to be top of the food chain. So why is it when black women point it out finally, you're upset? Because you're mad that people are finding you out for who you truly are, and then they are able to make a change by putting an end to that. And that's all that is. By denying it, no one will have to see the problem, and no one will have to put an end to it. It's going to be a cycle. I feel like this is never going to end because so many of y'all don't have reading comprehension. Y'all don't have thinking comprehension. You guys just aren't intellectuals when it comes to this type of stuff. As a man, you have privilege over women. You know about the patriarchy. I don't understand how black men who understand that white women go through oppression and sexism suddenly think that black women don't go through oppression via black men. That doesn't make any sense. And another thing, black men don't do shit to gain the trust from black women. They just feel because they are black that we should all huddle in a circle and sing kumbaya, okay? And that's what it is. And I asked one Twitter user, okay, well, when we act, okay. See, you can tell this is unscripted. Okay, so a certain Twitter user said, oh, when people say black men are the white people of the black community, when I ask for some type of empirical evidence to back it up, no one ever gives me any answers. And it's just, oh, well, Google is your friend. Look it up. And I'm not even going to waste my time. Yes, because when we give you evidence to back up, you end up just throwing it out, and we've wasted all our time. You preemptively are going to throw out that evidence. You are preemptively disagreeing with us. So don't ask us to have an argument with you just so you can disagree. Because that's not a damn argument. The whole point of an argument and a debate is to persuade someone into believing in your views. That's the whole point of a damn argument. This is like speech 101 in college. And you guys aren't trying to be persuaded. So we are not going to engage you into an argument and a debate. Because a real argument is when you are discussing an opposing issue with another person, and the goal is to get them to see it from your point of view. And you guys aren't trying to do that. So we are not going to waste our time and our energy. We got so much shit going on. You think I'm going to sit up here and explain to you why light skin privilege is real? The statistical evidence of how light skinned people fare better than dark skinned black people in the workforce. How light skinned people are less likely to be arrested than dark skinned people. How light skinned people receive lesser jail sentences than dark skinned people. How in predominantly white settings, black men fare better than black women. They have more friends than black women. They are seen as less threatening than black women. I bet you didn't know that. Black men are seen as more friendly than black women, especially in predominantly white schools, because black stereotypes favor them more so than it favors black women. That it can actually benefit black men. So don't sit here denying male privilege when we see it every day. Don't sit here and say because you are a black man suffering from white supremacy, you don't see how you are an oppressor to black women, because you see it. You see it. And just because you feel, well, I'm not a part of it, that doesn't represent me. I never said anything bad about black women. Your bros have. Your bros did. You've seen it, and you said, well, it's just preference. It's none of my business. I don't necessarily agree, but those are still my bros. You hang out with these people every day. Remember 2012 Twitter, where people used to make fun of fat people, gay people, dark-skinned people, especially the women? People literally said black women were ugly. They said because of our skin color, because of our features, because of the shape of our nose and lips, because of the texture of our hair, edges, and everything, that we were ugly. They literally said that. Black men said black women were ugly. I've seen young black boys say that white girls were prettier than black girls. That light-skinned girls were by default prettier than dark-skinned girls. And sure, there were people that said, well, not all dark-skinned girls are ugly. Some are beautiful. But you didn't have it in your mind that most dark-skinned girls were beautiful. You didn't. We are taught that the majority of white women are beautiful. We are taught that the majority of light-skinned people are beautiful. We are taught that the majority of mixed people who are half white in particular in the black community are beautiful. We are not taught that by default black is beautiful. We are not taught that by default dark skin is beautiful. We are not taught by default that 4C edges are beautiful. We are not taught by default that wide noses are beautiful. We are not taught by default that full, big lips are beautiful. And we are certainly not taught by default that thick and larger body figures and body types are beautiful on black women. We are not taught that by default, not even in our own communities. What those features are, they are fetishized. Just because a few people may want to fuck those people with those features and they find them sexy, which is a lot different than finding something beautiful and valuable, does not mean that they are the standard. So don't sit here in 2018 and try to play intellectual dishonesty with me and say that the issue isn't black women, it's unattractive women. Sitting there saying things like, oh, it's unattractive women that look like me who say that black men hate them. No, black men just don't like unattractive women. And you proved their point by saying because you don't find them beautiful enough, that you don't find them human enough, you don't find them worthy. That's what you are saying. You are proving their point. Oh, because I don't find you attractive, I don't believe that you are worthy. But I'm not your oppressor. I am really sick and tired of people that want to act like they are the gods of the black community. And then when they are called out and people are sick of their shit, then they try to backtrack like they never said it. Like in 2012 or 2013, you never said it. You can't date a girl that's too dark. You never said anything about unattractive dark-skinned girls. You never specified what black girls you didn't like. You just said you didn't like black girls, that you just didn't find black girls attractive. You never said, oh, I don't find unattractive girls unattractive. Oh, I don't find black girls who look like this or act like this attractive. Oh, you said, I just don't find black girls attractive. Then you try to backtrack like, oh, but I meant like dark-skinned girls. Oh, but I didn't mean like Bernice Burgos. I meant like that dark-skinned girl. Oh, but I mean, I didn't mean you. I meant her. Oh, but yeah, you have like nappy hair, but you pull it off. So I didn't mean you. Oh, well, when I said I didn't like black girls, I meant full black girls, not mixed girls. Like people try to do hurdles, mental gymnastics, mental acrobats to try and justify their attraction to other people that they normally look down upon. That really, no, y'all don't like black women. Y'all don't like black women. And now there's black women that you want to fuck, and you don't want them to think that you don't like their humanity. So you want to try and say, well, but I didn't mean you. I meant this particular black girl because you need your token. Y'all like to tokenize people. Oh, because someone does not fit your ideal of ugly or unattractive or ghetto or black and this, then suddenly, oh, they don't count. They don't count at all. You just meant those black girls over there. But you generalized. You never said some black girls are ugly. No, you said most black girls are ugly. Or you heard people say that. Now, because black girls are, in a way, becoming more standard, and you see so many people model their surgery after many of our features that we have naturally, now that black women are being showcased as beautiful on social media, especially with hashtags like Blackout Day or Melanin Monday and stuff like that, and post baddie pages where you are seeing more visibly black girls, and now you're being told that black girls are beautiful. Now, suddenly, oh, I didn't mean it, or I've changed, I was ignorant. No, you weren't ignorant. You were just going off of the status quo. And now that the status quo has changed, and now we have gone into a more progressive era where you don't talk bad about dark-skinned girls or black girls or people with 4C hair and stuff like that, or people who fit the visible characteristics of blackness. Now you trying to act as if you like us or you never had a problem with us. Because now it's becoming almost a status symbol to have a black girl. So many people who talk so much shit about black girls in 2013 to 2015 are now sitting there listening to SZA and her. Oh my God, they are so amazing. Buying up the damn SZA tickets from last year to the point where I can even buy those tickets. And now I may never get to see SZA live because she fucking bursted her fucking vocal cords trying to sing that indie singing voice. Singing in cursive, because y'all wanted to feel like you are part of this new generation of woke and all of this stuff, and y'all used to talk shit about SZA. Y'all used to say that she wasn't that attractive, and you used to make fun of the fact that she had weave and fake freckles, but now that it's now in style to be visibly black, to wear these braids, you know, to have brown skin and dark skin, and to actually look black, now you're trying to sit up here and ride their wave. People sitting there now trying to get a tan, sitting out in the sun. Now everybody wants to tan. Now everybody wants to get darker. Now me, I don't tan deliberately. I put on sunscreen because everybody needs sunscreen. Because you don't want to get things like skin cancer or anything like that. I'm getting some warts myself. I don't know what these are. But I think I may have an eczema outbreak. You know, it's genetic on my dad's family. But you see, I tan naturally. You know, I can be yellow. I can be like a darker yellow or like, a caramel. And then in the summer, I'm a dark caramel. I'm like caramel in the summer. But even with sunscreen, when I put on sunscreen, I just tan. That's just how it is. It's probably genetic because my dad's side of the family, they are dark-skinned people from North Carolina. So like my genetic coding tells me to be darker when the sun hits it because probably I have more recent ancestry from West Africa than other people think. So it's easy for me to get dark in the summer. It's really easy. I keep playing with my hair. I'm sorry. It's just, I don't like my hair being in a way. But as I'm saying, it's a trend to be visibly black now. It's a trend to actually look black and act black. It used to be people would try to act as if team light skin and mix was a separate race. Now you act so hard that people don't include you into blackout tags, or if you feel as if you aren't the standard black girl magic because you light skin and you look white, and now people don't really include you because they feel you don't fit the visible characteristics of black. That gets you discriminated against. People switch up. It's not so much that you've changed, it's that social expectations changed. And now you are adapting to a new environment and you don't want to get dragged anymore. Because if it were still like 2012 when it was okay to talk about dark-skinned people and to state your preference and to just have this ideal that by default dark skin and black is ugly, you wouldn't be saying all this stuff now, and you wouldn't care if black women found you unattractive or bigoted or not. Imagine not liking a group of people but then expecting them to still like you. That's abuse. I used to try and seek people's approval all the time. Black women all the time try to seek approval from black men. Oh, don't date this white Becky, please love me. But now that we're saying, fuck it, y'all don't like us, so we can find someone else who does, y'all lose that type of power you had over us. You're losing that power where black women are begging for your approval or your acceptance. And now that they say they don't like us, so why bother? Now you're upset because you are losing that power you had over them by leeching off their low self-esteem. That power is gone. It's gone from many of you guys because so many black women are starting to realize that there are a lot of black men who are color-struck because of a white supremacist society or because of a patriarchal society that tells everyone that the closer to white you are, the closer to white manhood you are, and the closer to white womanhood you are, the more acceptable and beautiful you are. And people are really starting to veer away from that. So I don't feel sorry for people. I ask people, in what ways do you feel black women owe you support, or in what ways do you feel you've done? I ask as black men, okay, so I'm willing to have this debate with you. So in what ways do you feel you've treated black women with utmost care and respect? How do you expect us to trust you? Why do you feel black women should trust you? No answer. Because apparently I should know. No, just because you're a nigger like me does not mean I gotta trust you. I'm sorry. I'm sick of y'all. No, this is what really pisses me off. I don't give a fuck if we all niggers. I don't give a fuck. Y'all are oppressors in that regard. You are a black man, light-skinned person, or a mixed race person. You guys have historically had more privilege over other black people than everyone else. Heterosexual black people, heterosexual Christians have had privilege over the LGBT. And I don't put up with that transphobic mess or the homophobic mess, because you guys will be blocked. You will be blocked. So now black men don't hate black women, they just hate unattractive women, right? Even though you said that the reason why we're unattractive was because we're black, and pointing out arbitrary things like our nose and our lips and our skin color and our hair. Now the issue is just being unattractive. When you said that the things that make someone unattractive was being black or being visibly black. And for you, a brown-skinned man, to say that you don't like black women that look like you mean you don't like black women that have brown skin and a wide nose and a big mouth and nappy hair. That's what you're saying. Because I never really hear a lot of light-skinned black men say, I don't want to date a woman that looks like me. Terrence Howard, he said, I like women that remind me of myself. And he's light-skinned. He's a standard. He got green eyes. So white men don't seem to have an issue with dating white women that look like them. Attractive men don't seem to have a problem with dating women that look like them. So basically you're implying that you are ugly. You're implying that because you are brown skinned or because you are a darker skinned man that you are ugly. And that person was ugly. He wasn't attractive, but he admitted that he found himself ugly. So he got to talk shit about women that look a lot better than him. That's the issue. As a man or a woman, you talk shit about men and women that look better than you. That don't make any sense. That don't make no fucking sense. Most of you ugly ass niggas talk shit about brown skin and dark skinned women with big ass noses and lips, and they look better than you. Like, look at you. These bitches look more, they look better than you. And you sitting up here saying things like black women are just bitter and mad. Well, we have a reason to be bitter and mad. We feel hurt. We feel betrayed. You guys oppressed us. You guys done all types of horrible shit, because in the black community, we live close with each other. So we either do positive or negative things to one another.